Hello everyone. Today I want to tell you about AKSU Restaurant to improve the local cafe through the GAPS model of service quality. I'm gonna present primarily about AKSU Restaurant, its history in the introduction session, as well as the marketing strategy and tactics in AKSU, and then what kind of service design and standards are implemented or specification gaps are observed in recent years. Then proceed with recommendations, similar company case, and references in the end. So let's start! Almost everyone can launch a restaurant with adequate financing and business plan. Despite having several factors such as great food, beverage, ambience, and service, what makes a successful and profitable operation and to exceed expectations is standardization. Let me talk about how AKSU Restaurant emerged and endured the competition among service markets. AKSU Restaurant, as a well-known brand image, AKSU by Chussi, established in 2020 by running its first branch in Chilazar, near to the sporting goods supermarket. Some people, or we can say customers, call it as cafe, while others perceive it as a restaurant. Hence, we can say that AKSU belongs to the food and beverage industry. Furthermore, although AKSU entered the market in 2020, the restaurant has developed more than 450 diverse halal menu offerings based on the needs, wants, and demands of the customers. Besides, according to the manager's interview, there is more than 170 employees overall in all three branches. Moreover, employees get paid 3 to 4 million sums monthly. The next one is the history. In early 2020, three friends, namely Farhad, Alisher, and Chusti, came up with the plan to start a restaurant business in the convenient and central part of the city. You may ask why the restaurant is called AKSU. So let's get started. Interestingly, the name AKSU is also associated with the three founders of the restaurant mentioned above. The first one, Farhad Aka. He was born in AKSU, the capital of the neighboring Sayram district of the Republic of Kazakhstan. Second, Alisher Aka. He was born in the Kashkadarya region in one of the most beautiful places on the AKSU that's called AKSU River. And finally, third one is the suffix by Chussi under the inscription of AKSU is derived from the nickname of the famous Uzbek chef Bahriddin Chussi. Adopting the philosophy of food is something so special that people should wait for the food, not the food for the people. The head chef Chussi aims to present the food with maximum freshness and naturalness. Restaurant's journey began in the years when bishbarmok has yet discovered and its taste was not well known outside of the people of Tashkent. In summer 2020, they took their first step as a small business in Chilazar, which is equal to the capacity of 130 people, with great excitement and hopeful dreams. Over time, the number of people who fell in love with the taste habits that started small then created their own regulars. AKSU has never given up on honesty, quality, and their smiling face. They have come a long way, and in the past 2021, with the second branch, most people call it as Asia, that is designed to 90 people. The last, but not the least, in the current 2020, the last branch reached out to customers' word of mouth as a chef-d'oeuvre, which is aimed at 150 people. Therefore, when AKSU came to now, the founders of the restaurant thought that it has to share more and to be more open to new branches. AKSU has developed every new day, and they grew up with experience and their delicious taste, whose reputation exceeds the customers one step further. While restaurants' journey from the past to the present continues for 4 seasons without stopping, their delicious tastes are always waiting for you to accompany customers' friendly conversations. Further developments in restaurants, Facebook, Instagram, and Telegram profiles can be obvious, which had been launched in the beginning of 2020. Nowadays, abundant of people follow, comment, and watch the photos, videos, and stories on social media. When it comes to how AKSU locates its restaurants, where among many options available and difficult to choose has been serving in 3 locations, with the understanding of offering various national and European dishes with quality products and quality service, with the slogan of Taste from the Chef Chusti in Tashkent. The brief address shown in the slide is, as for the first branch, is Mukumi Street in Chilanzar, near to the sporting goods supermarket. The next branch is located in Arisher Nawai Avenue in Shedever Shopping Mall of Yunusabad district. Final branch, which has recently been launched, is situated in Shifonur Street of Almazar district, near to the Asia supermarket. AKSU serves from 11 o'clock to 11 p.m., a total of 12 hours a day, every day of the week. Moreover, another convenience is offered services by AKSU, such as booking, dining, customer pickup, family-friendly atmosphere, free delivery designed for 1 hour up to the amount of 100,000 sums. However, price range takeaway and children room. Amenities to pay the bills are omnipresent as AKSU accepts cash, credit cards, and the availability of parking enables customers with it without worries. According to the online Google review, 4.6 out of 5 is quite satisfying index among competitors. As can be seen from the slide that the STDP model of AKSU restaurant provides all 4 types of segmentation strategy, namely demographic, psychographic, geographic, and behavioral aspects. In terms of demographics, restaurant segmentation are both middle-aged between 35 to 45 years old male and females, with the budget compatible with upper middle and business class category. That reveals areas where people having high disposable income. Typically, geographical segment intends for the foreigners and locals who live in Tashkent. As for the behavioral segmentation, target audience are early adopters, who visit the restaurant consistently from time to time, and regular and loyal customers. When it comes to the targeting of AKSU, the interview with restaurant manager and the customers reveal that females are higher percentage with 55%, while males are 45% from the same population. And in both cases, 35 to 45 years old appeared to be the largest part of the target, indicating that their favorite food is bishbarmok, that is shilpildok in Uzbek, for both genders. So the primary target market will be middle and upper middle level people based on their lifestyle, social life, and spending behavior. The primary way of AKSU restaurant differentiation is excellence of their food. According to the interview with customers, most of them claimed restaurant's food is one of the factors for guests. Furthermore, both employees and customers mentioned their top-selling 3 favorite dishes. Basically, besh barmak, AKSU assorti, and bara kebab. Next factor is children room, where customers' children can play, enjoy, and have fun there. Next is super professional service, so as to one of their clients, Rana Ahmedova, as a satisfied customers, she will 100% recommend AKSU as they catered them and were amazing. AKSU ensures catering services including European, Uzbek, Kazakh, Uyghur, Turkish cuisine. What is more is order to pick up, delivery, and all other standards are without exaggeration. AKSU is designed for the modern world with casual, cozy, and pleasant atmosphere. Through the interview with a group of customers, they said that people come to enjoy the food. So, they first read about AKSU through Instagram, Facebook, and Google. That is the point to admit. People regard it because it's a place to relax and eat with family, friends, colleagues, and others. Being regarded as a thematic restaurant with the real Kazakh Bishbarmok under the leadership of brand chef Bahriddin Chosti is definitely a dish to try. Let your work and what you eat be 5. Yeganingiz va ishingiz 5 bo'lsin. So that AKSU meets the standards. With regard to the positioning, perceptual map for restaurant outlets in Uzbekistan show how customers see different competitors. It's obvious from the perceptual map that despite having fewer number of locations, it guarantees the quality with wide range of choices, such as dishes, drinks, salads, fast food, and etc. The only reason is limited locations is that they are recently founded restaurant among all other catering companies. However, the restaurant intends to gradually increase the number of locations in both Tashkent and other regions of Uzbekistan. Because of offering the quality food for customers at every time they order without changing ingredients, AKSU now has extended visits frequency rate by giving customers a unique dining experience. It can be seen from the map that the competitors are also evoking the market by broadening their brands and wider menu choices. Let us move to the main part of our presentation, which is 4 gaps of service quality. The gap model of service quality is an important customer satisfaction framework. According to the Journal of Marketing 1985, Parasuraman, Daytam, and Berry identified 4 gaps, which are major gaps that organizations face. Seeking to meet customers' expectations of the customer experience. The researchers have identified a total of 4 gaps that occur at various points during the design and delivery of the service performance. Model focuses on the major gaps between expected and perceived service, improving service quality by identifying and closing undesirable gaps. So, listening gap is the difference between customer expectation and the management perception. Second one is designing and standards gap. It's the difference between management perception and service quality specifications. The next gap is about performance, or we can say the delivery gap, and it's about difference between service quality specifications and service delivery. And the last fourth gap is communications gap, and it's about the difference between service delivery and external communications. The reason why the designing gap is highlighted here is key standards and areas of AKSU are identified and presented. AKSU service in 2 directions, Polo by AKSU and AKSU by Chosti. The difference between them is that Polo by AKSU offers all various types of fast food, while AKSU by Chosti offers wide range of cuisine. Furthermore, one of the important standards which is worth to mention is weekly employee trainings, such as for waitress and waiters. dishwashers, etc. All personal. What is more, restaurants' green and black colored uniforms are provided with the logotype of AKSU. Besides that, the provision of rules is written in a separate document, and the contract of agreement will be signed between employees. Finally, restaurant personnel give guest book to collect their customers' feedback. Let me move to the deficiencies in service standards. Although training is provided weekly, some employees have lack of understanding their goals and priorities. The girl in the children's playground doesn't work, just sit and get paid. Paying attention to guests must be one of the crucial standards. For example, difficulty and inconvenience to find or to call a staff instantly have to remind waiters to pick up the dirty dishes from the table, so it doesn't meet the standards. Waiters should check if the customer wants to order more or wants them to clean their table at certain time intervals. AKSU has to ensure orders get served to the customer as soon as possible, reducing delays. Some fans of the restaurant mentioned after waiting for a long time, finally their food brought in a warm state. If not controlled, AKSU will lose their fans. Next is staff not fulfilling their roles. Ordering service staff lack of knowledge and performance. Sometimes they don't pick up the phone at all. There is a mistake or order delivery in the culture of treatment, and it takes even half an hour to wait the order. In terms of recommendations, the first advice would be strengthening right service quality in the restaurant. The next is implementing standards rule documentation for employees in practice, not only in documents. Furthermore, AKSU has to listen to its customers by installing terminals, which keep customer satisfaction level anonymous, in order to determine customer satisfaction level on a regular basis, so that they can ask and follow customers' feedback about restaurant service, and then can implement those problematic points into action. Next one is motivation, and more trainings for employees are needed. By positive thinking and proactive action, AKSU can achieve further prosperity. It would be better to improve CRM, which is customer relationship marketing practices in the service sphere. AKSU can use big data analysis and interactions with customers using all strategies, tactics, and tools will definitely be one of the most effective and helpful tricks. Then in this slide, it's about similar company case, which is 7 Mehmet Antalya restaurant in Turkey. Their dishes are popular and regarded as #1 in Turkey Customer Experience Index. So as to connect with customers on an emotional level, they offer a variety of teas, salads, etc. All types of food. As a client inviting project, 7 Mehmet Antalya is a place where people can experience enjoying from eating the food. Its employees are never shy of going to the extra mile. When the waiters set a plate of food, they cut the meat into pieces by themselves. They ensure that their employees are motivated. Thank you very much for your attention, and here is the reference list for your consideration and the appendices in the end.